Bill decided, well, we'll go back outside to College Stadium. Ray Sullivan had done it 30 or 40 years prior. Major thunderstorm. Never been back since. So Bill decides, well, we're going to solve the problem. We're going to have the graduations out of the stadium. The day of graduation, very, very easy. All the networks in Boston were talking about the June thunderstorms. He hollers out to Kiki. Superintendent Samaras calls, tell him we're out and drink it. I'm going to check on those cows and see if they're lying down. So off we go, we come back. Cows are standing up at Shaw's Farm. We go on. Another Bill Samaras production. Didn't even rain that night.
It was a beautiful day like today, so they went off and I don't know if they were caddying or playing golf or what they were doing. They were seniors in high school. So they thought they were smarter than their teacher. She'll remain nameless. They showed up at school at 1 o'clock and they were all smiles. This is great. We only got an hour to go. This is perfect. Their excuse for being late was a flat tire. So we all know what that meant. So she instructed the four of them all to go to separate corners of the room, which they did. She said, first question, which tire was flat?
It is my understanding that Mr. Samaras' retirement journey began many moons ago. I guess there were rumors swirling around if he in fact was ever going to retire. This explains why the school department has a clock which has been engraved for him in 2007. Oh, wait now, 2008. Bill, this has cost a fortune. We are really low in cash this year, so I hope you don't mind, but we've left it saying congratulations on your retirement 2009.
My favorite part of being Bill's friend is calling him up in the morning and saying, Bill, let's go down to the diner for breakfast. Because we go over, we walk in, the kids will be jumping out the windows and the door. We'll be able to sit down and have a hot breakfast and we can water.
And I got a call one day from Superintendent Samaras. And he said, I heard you have police officers in the building. I said, George, no, not really. And he goes, no, well, what does not really mean? I said, George, I gave them a closet, for God's sakes. I mean, because they're so busy, they do all their work, they leave their stuff here, so when they go out to the schools, everything will be all right. Okay, George? Now, George is the superintendent, George is my friend. I don't think George trusts me all the time. I think there was we had a few problems. So George said, why don't I come over and see the closet? Now, the only problem is Jack and Mike had said, Bill, we would like to set up this room. They sort of, and I half listened. Sometimes, maybe not always paying attention. But I knew they were on the third floor. I don't go up there, so there's no problems. I'm not going to walk all the way up there. So I had to call Jack and say, where are you located? And I go up with George. You know, I knew there was a small room that I assigned to. Well, they didn't take that room. They took a double room. This is fact. I walk in with the superintendent. There's a couch, lamps, chairs. This is the sitting area. I turn the corner. There's this huge, big screen television. So George is looking at me. Closet.
When the headmaster encounters a student committing an infraction, he is eager to assist the child, introducing himself with, do you know who I am? Hello? No. Who are you? Leave me alone. Old man.
If you do subtract the money that you would have made if you retired, Bill was actually working for less money than a day-to-day substitute teacher. But that didn't bother Bill because he loved his job. We ran into a retired principal who was down in Florida for about 4 or 5 years, and he hadn't seen Bill. And he was so excited to see Bill. And he says, Bill, don't tell me you're still working. And Bill said, oh, yeah, I'm still working. So after a pleasant evening of discussion, the principal said, Bill, why don't you come over here? I have something for you. And he put down $3.25 on the table, and he said to Bill, take tomorrow off. Now, Now Bill, that didn't bother Bill. He had a smile. After the principal left, took the 325, has a smile on his face, and he says, I'm getting double pay tomorrow.
I can see the high school. I was called to the headmaster's office many, many times. More times than I was when I was actually in high school. And when I got there, the message was always the same. Superintendent, Eddie, my friend, we need more cops over here tomorrow. Did you see what happened in the lunchroom today? I need to have some cops here. So we started to send them over. The first pep rally, we sent 4 cops over, and then the second year of the pep rally, we sent 8 cops. And then the third year of the pep rally, we sent 12 cops. And I finally said, Bill, have you rethought this pep rally thing yet?
If Bill were from out of town, we would be lauding him tonight as an exceptional hero, if not a miracle worker. But he's Bill from Lowell. He's the guy you went to high school with. He's the guy you see in the market basket. He's a guy who underplays what he has accomplished. In his 19 years as headmaster, he's totally revamped Lowell High. When Bill assumed the leadership role, the school population was down to 1,900. Middle and upper income families were turning to alternatives. The school needed to improve its facilities, its curriculum, its attitude. Under Bill, all those things were met. Bill didn't just love his job, he lived it every day. 365 days a year, Joyce can vouch for that. He was proud of his staff and never wanted anything but the best for every youngster who chose to go to Lowell High.
So I want to leave you with this. When you truly reflect on your career, you do think of all the things you've done, but you also think of those things you could have done better. You think of those things that you should have done. But I want you to know that I did try my best. And what things we were able to do, many of you have a share in it. I want to thank you for your support and the privilege of being headmaster of Lowell High School. It doesn't get better than that. Thank you.